Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another telecast of Saturday Night at the Ballpark. Tonight, we have the 1984 Community Replay Project going on. And I took the Montreal Expos against the Houston Astros. Hi, Barbara. How are you? I selected the Montreal Expos facing the Houston Astros here in the community. Let's look at the standings, I guess. Oh, that's the wrong thing. You can't press that. Looking at the division now, listen, I stepped up on 2 games. This is actually the 3rd game of the series. I went with the best matchup in this series, and I saw that Dave Palmer, who was 8-0 with a 2.12 ERA against Mike Scott, who's not doing too great at 5-10 with a 4.40 ERA. I'm glad to hear that, Barbara. I'm doing fine. I'm doing really, really great. And during this, looking at the pitching staffs for the series, I felt that this was the best matchup. So I'm stepping 2 games up. Game 3 of this series, I will play out 1 and 2 later on in the week offline. As we stand right now, Montreal, a game and a half behind Chicago, who is in 2nd place, half game out from the New York Mets. Montreal stands at 52 and 42. And for the Houston Astros, they are in 2nd place in the National League West, also 2 games out with a record of 53 and 42. And that's in the what we call the Cards and Dice Baseball 1984 Community Replay. Let's see, looking at today's games that affect this series. And Pittsburgh beat the Dodgers today. Cleveland lost to Chicago. The guy played, he played actually 3 games today. And Cleveland took 2 out of the 3. And Detroit, and another guy was playing. So I guess everybody was getting their games in. You can't really go based on that. You're going to have to wait until the week is over. When the commissioner posts, he'll straighten it all out. Not going to go through the 1984 leaders right now. And let's get to this game. So we have the starting pitchers for tonight's game. And for the Montreal Expos, and their lineup will look like this. Let me get this pretzel out of my mouth. For the 1984 Montreal Expos, and their lineup would look like this. Tim Raines is going to lead it off. He'll be in center field. Batting second, playing first base, is going to be Pete Rose. Batting third and playing right field, Andre Dawson. Batting fourth, the cleanup hitter behind the plate, Gary Carter. Batting fifth, and in the left field will be Mike Stenhouse. Batting sixth, the third baseman, Tim Wallach. Batting seventh at short will be Darryl Thomas. Batting eighth at second base is going to be Doug Flynn, if I can get his card out. And Dean Palmer will be batting ninth. He'll be using bat number 6 for his batting card. So we'll put that there. And for the home team, Houston Astros here at the Astrodome. In case you're wondering, I did not put that in. Hold on a second. Ballparks tonight. For ballpark singles, going to be 9 left and right. And 1s left and right for diamond shots. So 9-9 and 1-1 for tonight's game. Defensively for the Houston Astros, from left to right in the outfield, it's going to be Jose Cruz in left field. Humphrey will be in center, and Terry Poole will be in right from first to third. Enos Cabell at first, Doran at second, Walling at third, Reynolds at short, Bailey behind the plate, and Scott on the mound. So get everybody in position here. And we are about to start. Hello, Kev. How are you? Let me see if this is too far. Put my hand to right. I just want to get everything in focus. I miss Frankie. I guess Frankie's here too. Hello, Frankie. Yes. And I guess we're about to go. Okay, that looks good for now. And we are ready to get on the way here. Last week's video, I had to cut down. I had to edit it down. It's one pain in the ass to edit on YouTube the way they have it situated. And it almost took me like 5 days to get it done. So I had to cut it down. It was too long. I mean, with the ranting of Stratomatic and about Stratomatic, I sent a Better Business Bureau complaint towards Stratomatic, and let's see if I can win the argument there. Since they're avoiding my questions and not answering me, I had no other choice but to file a complaint. And that's exactly what I did. And if they don't answer the complaint, then I'll go to the Attorney General's office in New York City, and I'll file a complaint with them too. I don't believe in taking people's money for no reason, and they can't rectify the problem when they already did it. All right, enough with them. Actually, I put my my order in, but I didn't process it. Put my order in, and a couple of years ago, I put my order in, and I didn't hit the payment at that time because I got distracted and I had to do something. And around 15, 20 minutes later, I get a call from Stratomatic, a guy that I deal with. I won't mention his name. He called. He goes, Mike, I see your order online. He goes, I don't know if it went through or not. I says, we'll call him John. I says, John, no, I didn't send it. I got distracted, but I'll do it now. So they must have seen my order. And it's, I believe I told Frankie, yes, you know, it's about 600 and change. And if they saw it one time, a couple of years ago, then they had to see it this week. So for 5 days, I had it up on my account where they could see it, and they never responded because everybody there knows what's going on. All right, so for $30, you want to cut your noses off to spite your face, you're going to lose a $600 and something sale. Go right ahead. And you're not the only game in town. And as soon as I learn another game in town, I will never broadcast this game ever again. All right, so not unless they rectify the issue. All right, so Tim Raines is going to lead it off for the Montreal Expos. He's batting .288 in the project. Tim Raines is a switch hitter, and he'll be batting from the left side. Mike Scott looks in, gets signed by Bailey, and here comes the first pitch of the ball game. And that is a 2-5 from the right side, and that's going to be a split on a 1-8 on a triple. That's a 19. It's going to find the gap, and it's going to be played by Mumphrey in center field. He cuts it off. Tim Raines rounded second, and he's heading for second base with a leadoff double. So leadoff double for Tim Raines, and I gotta Do it here. 2-5 on the 19th. So stepping up to the plate, Pete Rose. Rose is a batting second. He's a .319 hitter in the project so far in a couple of weeks. Rumors have it that he'll be going back to Cincinnati in a couple of weeks, and Montreal is looking to ship him back. Scott from the stretch looks in and gets a sign. Rose is a switch hitter, and he is, hold on a second. He is batting from the left side. Here comes the pitch, but before that, the havoc, and nothing doing with the havoc. Here comes the pitch, and that's going to be a 6-9. I didn't have it set up. 6-9 from the left side, and that's going to be a range play to the shortstop. So that's going to be Reynolds. He's a 330, and a 330. Okay. The dice didn't move on the computer. What did I say? 6-9. Sorry about that little bit of a delay. And here comes Reynolds. He's a 330. He has to clear the 1 through 4 off the 20. And the son of a bitch hit the floor on a pop out. And that's going to count. It's a 1 as long as I can see it. I'm going to call it a 1. Oh, man. And that's going to be trouble. That's going to be a base hit, and that's going to score a run. And also, that's going to be a rare play. So it's a base hit. And what happened here? I think the rare play, he had to be thrown out. He probably, Pete Rose, tried to maybe take second. Let me read it. Was it 6-9 to short? Rare play. I got the wrong chart up. Put it down over here. So it was a 6-9. Wait a minute. What is going on here? Hold on a second. Undo. No. There's a timeout. What happened? Oh, I didn't undo it. That's why. All right, hold on a second. Hold on. All right, so Pete got the 6-9. Range play. It's going to be a 1 and a 5. 1, single 2, and a 30 on a 5. 30 on a 5. No error, but the run does score. I'm not understanding that. If it was a single and a the rare play, my bad. Okay. The rare play on the SI2, SI1, SI2, the batter hits a single. Base runners advance 2 bases as the batter rounds first, which I thought, and the fielder throws behind the runner, catcher, and catches him off the bag for the out. So Rose is out, and we're going to call it 8-3. RBI for Pete, and it's 1-0 Montreal. All right, my games always start off slow, and then it goes right into full force. All right, one down. Here comes Andre Dawson. Dawson batting 252 in the replay. Right-hand batter. Mike Scott looks in, winds, kicks, and he deals. And it's going to go 5-7. 5-7 from the right side, and that's going to be a 5-7, a split. 1-2. That's a 4, and that's a line out to second base. 2 away, and Bill Dorham is right on the right spot at the right time. Here comes Gary Carter. Carter's batting 296, a right-hand batter. Mike Scott, what the hell did I say? 19. Carter, right, batting from the right side, waiting for this pitch. The delivery from Mike Scott, 3-7. 3-7, and that's from the right side, and he loses him, ball 4. So Carter works out a 2-out walk. With 2 down, Carter's on first base, and he will be held. And here comes Mike Stenhouse. Stenhouse is a left-handed batter, batting 168 in the project. He gets the start tonight. Foul tip. Here comes the Havoc, if I can get it out of my hand. And that's a 2. So we're going to have a balk pass ball roll. And that's going to be a balk on a 4 from Mike Scott. 1-4 is going to be a balk. And it's not a balk. Roll the 20, just in case we need it. And that goes down as a 2-8. 2-8 from the right side, popped up into the infield. Bill Dorner was calling for it, and he's going to make the catch on the artificial turf. And that'll take care of the inning. But Montreal does pick up a run on 1 hit. 1 man left on. We played a half here at the Astrodome. It is Montreal 1 and Houston coming to bat. Okay, we go to the bottom of the first inning, and it's going to be Bill Dorham leading it off for the Houston Astros, followed by Craig Reynolds. Batting third, Danny Walling. Batting fourth, Jose Cruz. Batting fifth will be Jerry Mumphrey. Batting sixth, Enos Cabell. Terry Poole will be batting seventh. Mark Bailey will bat eighth, and Mike Scott will bat ninth. Defensively, for the Montreal Expos, Stanhouse on left, Raines in center, Dawson in right, first to third, Rose, Flynn, Wallach, Thompson, and Carter behind the plate with Palmer on the mound. All right, so here we go. Bill Dorham, switch hitter, batting from the left side. And Dave Palmer, 8-0, looks in, gets the sign, and he goes 4-6 on him. 4-6, left side, and that's going to be a ground ball to the right side. Doug Flynn is going to scoop it up. Pies to first, 1 away. 1 down. This game is very important for both clubs. They're both in second place, 2 games out, and here comes Craig Reynolds batting from the left side. Reynolds batting 270 on the year. You don't have to do that, Frank. You don't have to do that, buddy. I appreciate that very much, but you don't have to do that. It's my fight against them. You know, I should be more careful, and look at my accounts and find out what I'm doing. You know, the only reason why I looked on my account on the web page is because I'm building up my my computer game and the seasons that I don't have, and sometimes I get confused, and I might have hit the year by accident, and I didn't realize I already had it. So for them not to change that, which they did it for 1975 for me a couple of weeks ago, I don't see why you can't do it for 2011. I don't see how stubborn you can be. All right. So I don't know if I don't know if the people that I deal with, I don't know if the IT guy is a separate entity from the business. I don't know that. It seems like it is because I got an email on a Saturday, and you would never get an email from Stratomatic. It's a Monday through Friday operation. And it's not a weekend operation. So that tells me it's just something on the outside. Reynolds. And he goes 1-8 from Palmer. And that 1-8 from the right side. It's a ground ball to the right side again. Pete Rose is going to glove it, and he's going to take it to the bag himself. And there are 2 down. 2 away. And Denny Walling will step to the plate. Then he's batting 243 on the replay. Third baseman is batting from the left side. Into the pitch, Sports Time Machine. How you doing? I don't know what doesn't sound right. All right, Danny Walling looking for his pitch, and that's going to be a 1-5. 1-5, and that's going to be a solid base hit up into center field. That's a 2-out single for Denny Walling. And that'll bring up the cleanup hitter in the name of Jose Cruz. Jose Cruz is batting 353 in the replay. And let's take a look. Cruz, where are you? We're going to look for Cruz, and he has 11 homers, 63 RBIs, and batting 353 in the project. So Walling's going to be held at first base. Inside Chris doesn't even sound right. Yes, inside pitch for the time being has ceased their printing version. Yeah, I know. You told me that. Anyway, here we go with the Havoc. That's nothing going. And here comes the pitch. We got a hanger. And we got it 6-3. 6-3 from the left side. Jose Cruz, 6-3. And that's going to be tapped right back to the mound on a range play. So Palmer. Ooh, I didn't write him in. What's his range? He is a 114. 114. And did the dice roll right? And the dice did not roll right. So I got a little bit of a delay now. All right. We'll undo that. And we're going to go down as a 6-3. And the range play to Palmer is a 114. We just got to avoid errors. That's for sure. That's a 15 for a G1. And that is a 10. And he's going to glove it cleanly. He throws to first base to Pete Rose. And that'll take care of the Astros here in the first inning. So we played 1 here at the Astrodome. Montreal leads at 1-0. Stratomatic, I guess, wants to break up a 50-year-plus relationship. I guess that's how they treat their customers. I don't know. Anyway, we go to the second inning. It's going to be Tim Wallach, followed by Thomas and Doug Flynn here in the second inning. Mike Scott rubs up the ball, toes the rubber, looks in, gets the sign, and here comes the pitch. And that's going to be a 5-6. Right side, 5-6, and in between a whole lot, that's going to be a Mike Scott strikeout. We just made 5-6 because I can't see the 5 in the position I'm sitting. And that is the first strikeout, and Mike Scott gets it. So Wallach gets caught looking, and here comes Daryl Thomas. Thomas is the shortstop. He's batting .253 in the project. And here comes the pitch. That's a 6-7. 6-7. Left side, 6-7 is a split on a 14 on a double. That's a 7. That's going to find the gap. That's going to find the gap. Mumphrey is going to cut it off, and Thomas is going for second base. He'll go in standing on a 1-out double. 1-out double. And here comes Doug Flynn. 1-out double. Let me see. It's a 2-12, and he doesn't have any numbers. They're going to play off of him. And Doug Flynn is going to step to the right side of the plate. He's batting .220 in the replay. Doug Flynn. Scott looks in, gets a sign. Not before the havoc. Not you, but you. Nothing on the 13. Here comes the pitch. That goes 6-9. 6-9, right side, and that's going to be a range play to the left side to the shortstop. Reynolds again at 315, and that's a 2, and that's going to go in for a hit. So Reynolds twice tonight has not fielded his position. That's going to be a base hit on a 8-9, no error. And Thomas is going to round third, and he's going to score. And the Montreal Expos now lead it 2-0 on. Well, Pete got a base hit. That was a base hit on that range. And it was number 6. And now I got it right. Reynolds again, number 6. And Thomas is rounding third. He's going to score. Flynn's going to pick up an RBI, and it is now 2-0 Montreal. All right, so 1 out, and let's see. He's a pretty good hitter, so I'm not gonna sacrifice here. Let's see what he can get out of this. He's using the 6 card, and let's see what happens to Palmer. The corners are in, and the havoc. Nothing on the 16. Here comes Scott's pitch. It's going to be a 5-12. 5-12, right side. 5-12 is a diamond shot. And he does have the power. And that's a 7. And diamond shots here tonight are 1s. And that's going to be a fly ball to left field. Cruz going back at the track. And he's going to glove it for the out. 2 away. So Palmer gave it a ride, and now we'll come up to the top of the lineup with Tim Raines, who doubled and scored his first time up. Flynn takes his lead, and he is being played off of. So let's see if he's going to swipe the bag or not. Havoc, nothing doing. Here comes the pitch. And that goes 3-6. 3-6 from the right side, and that's going to be lifted to right field, and over towards the line is Poole, and he's going to glove it for the out. And that'll take care of the inning here in the second, but Montreal does score another run on 2 hits, and they leave a man. 1.5 in the books. Montreal 2, Houston nothing. One and 2 hits. Oh, wait a minute. 2. Yeah, I forgot that. We got 2 hits in the second too. We got to change that to a 2. All right. So Dave Palmer back on the bunt, finishing up his warm-ups. Jerry Mumphrey will get his first at bat here tonight at 2:49 during the season. Switch hitter. He's batting from the left side, and here comes the pitch. 1-9. 1-9 from the righty, and that's going to be a split on a 1-4 on a triple. That's a 5. It gets past that, and nicely cut off by Tim Raines. He hustles the ball back in, and he stops Murphy from gaining any extra bases. So that was a wait a minute. That's a 110. All right, we're gonna have to do that over. I made a 9 for a 10, and that is not right. It was a 110, and 110 is going to be a split on a double on a 1, a single the rest of the way. That's a 5, and that's a single the rest of the way. So we corrected that. Doesn't change much, but I just wanted to put the right numbers in. So Mumphrey is a 16, 2 through 5. So let's do the calculations here. Palmer's a +3, so he goes up to a 19. Carter's a -2. It'll drop him down to 17. And the hold is a 2, so it'll drop him down to 15. And we're going to play aggressive here. And we're going to try to get the jump on a 2-5. 2-5 is the jump. And it's a 4, so he's going to get the jump. And what I say, 1-15. So there goes Mumphrey. Carter's throw down to second base. And it's a 1, and that could be an error. So let's say a 3 on Carter to avoid an error. And that's a 5. So it was nicely played by Jug Flynn, the second baseman, to knock that ball down. So we got a stolen base. And now I got to do the stolen base. Steal the base. Go for the runner. 1 and a 5 popped up. So no error on the throw, but Mumphrey steals a base, stolen base. And Enos Cabell. All right, so Mumphrey's going to be held at second as well. Enos Cabell batting from the right side. He's batting 258 in the project. Infield back. And that's not going to count, not before the havoc. Here comes the havoc. Nothing doing. And here comes Enos Cabell's pitch. And that's going to be a 1-9. 1-9 from the right side. Ground ball is short. Played by Thomas. He looks at Mumphrey and throws to first for the first out, 6-3. So he holds him right there. 1 down. Here comes Terry Poole batting from the left side. Poole batting 333 in the project. Palmer from the stretch, looks in, gets the sign. Here comes the pitch. The havoc. 7, nothing doing. And now here comes the pitch. That's going to be a 4-4. It'll be a catcher's roll. Let's see. Left side, 4-4 it is. At range play to Carter. So Carter, let's see what he gets on this range. That's going to be an 11, so that's a pop out, and an 8, and it's popped up in front of the plate. Carter's calling for it. Palmer, Wallach, and Rose all converge. Carter makes the out. 2 outs. Here comes Mark Bailey. He's a switch hitter, batting from the left side. Bailey batting 161. Astros trying to get this runner in from second base. Palmer from the stretch. Looks at Mumphrey at second. Thomas is going to be holding. Havoc, nothing doing on that 7. Here comes the pitch. That's going to be a 2-11. 211 from the right side. That's going to be a ballpark. And ballparks tonight's a 9. And that is a 1. That's going to be a base hit. But Mumphrey's going to be held by the third base coach. And it's going to be first and third now with 2 outs for the Astros. Number 8. So Bailey gets a base hit, and with 2 outs, and it's Mike Scott. So he's carrying a 1 bat, a 1 hitting card, and he'll be batting from the right side. Mike Scott looks in. Palmer looks in, gets the sign by Carter. Havoc roll. And, a 7, almost over. It almost ran over to a 1, and didn't matter anyway. Palmer's a minus. He's a 0 on the wild pitch. And here comes the pitch. It's a 5-6. 5-6 from the right side, and that's going to be a ground ball to Reynolds at short. Thomas at short. He goes to first, and Mike Scott is out on a ground out to shortstop for the Astros. They'll leave another runner in scoring position. Not good. 2 hits. And 2 men left on. All right, we play 2 here at the Dome. It is 2-0 Montreal. Okay, Pete Rose will lead it off for the Montreal Expos. PD singled, but he was too aggressive when he rounded first base, and the throw came behind him, and he was tagged out by the first baseman, Enos Cabell. Rose batting from the left side, and here comes Mike Scott's pitch. And that's going to be 6-3. 6-3 from PD, batting from the left side. 6-3, ground ball to second base, and it's going to be fielded by Durham, and he goes to first base for out number 1. 1 down, and here comes Andre Dawson. Dawson lined out to second base his first time up. And Scott looks in, and he goes 4-6. Right side, 4-6, solid base hit. It's going to find the hole and into center field, so Dawson gets his first hit of the night. It's a 1-out single. He as well is a 16. And let's see, 16 drops a hold. It will knock him down to 14. And the catcher Bailey is a +1. So that will be a 15. The pitcher has nothing going on. 1-15. And we're going to try to get the jump. The jump for Dawson is a 2 through 5 and a 12. No backslash. Hold on a second. No backslash. I'm just looking for something. Something out of nothing. Is this it? Nope. That's not it. All right. I can't find it. But we'll try to... I got to look for it. Okay. We're going to go for the jump. 2 through 12. And that's an 11. And he does not get the jump. So I'll mark that no jump. Okay, so here comes the Havoc now. And Carter's waiting for his pitch, but not before the Havoc. And it's a 13, nothing doing. Here comes the pitch to Gary Carter. Dawson takes a nice little lead. And that's going to be 1-4. 1-4 from the right side. In between a whole lot. It's lifted to left field. Cruz going towards the gap, and he's going to make the catch on the run. And that is the second out. In between a whole lot. Could have been a hit. Could have, would have, and it did not. Stenhouse will step in. He's 0 for 1. Popped up to second base. 2 outs. Scott from the stretch looks at first. And here comes the Havoc. Nothing doing. The pitch. And that's a 2-7. 2-7 from the right side. And that's going to be popped up into the infield. Enos Cabell is calling for it. And he's going to make the play for the out. So that'll take care of Montreal here in the third inning. We played 2.5. Score remains Montreal 2, Houston nothing. We'll go to the bottom of the third. Nothing. 5 hits already. So he's at the warning zone, I guess. I got to look for something, guys. I got to see if I can find that here. What the hell did I do with it? I can't find it. Can't find it. I don't know what I did with it. Those are my pitching cards. Got it. All right. Okay. All right. Excuse me. All right, we go to the bottom of the third. Houston Astros will send up Bill Durham, Reynolds, and Walling here in the bottom of the third inning. Pitch by Palmer. We got a hanger. 5-7. 5-7 from the left side, and that's going to be a leadoff base hit for Bill Durham. And that's the first hit for Durham. And he does have capabilities. A 2 through 7, 11 and 12, no backslash. Let's see if we can get the jump. And no jump. He doesn't get it. No jump. And now we're going to go for the Havoc. Nothing doing on the Havoc. Craig Reynolds from the left side. He's 0 for 1. Corners are in. And here comes the pitch. 3-9. 3-9 from the right side, and it's popped up into the infield, left side. Wallach is calling for it, and he makes the catch. And that's 1 away. 1 down. Denny Walling will step to the plate. He's singled his last time up. He's hoping to get his second hit. Try to get Durham to third base. Palmer from the stretch looks at first base. Durham being held. Here comes the Havoc. And we got a wild pitch. There's no Havoc there. Walling's pitch. And that goes down as a 1-4. 1-4 is a slow ground ball to second base. Doug Flynn moving in. His only play is to second base for the force out. And there are 2 away. What did they say? Flynn. And we go 4-6 on that. 2 away. So Walling's at first base. 19 on a 6. With 2 outs, and Cruz is up. I'm not going to take the bat out of his hands. Cruz batting from the left side. Cruz grounded out his first time up. Here comes the Havoc. And that's nothing doing. Here comes the pitch. All right, it's a 6-10. 6-10 on Palmer's card from the left side. 6-10's lifted to left. Stanhouse moving in, and on the run, he catches it for the third out. So that'll take care of the Astros here in the third inning. We played 3. It is the Astros nothing and Montreal 2. We'll go to the fourth. 1 hit, 1 runner remaining. Okay. We go to the fourth. Tim Wallach will lead it off. And he had a hit. And he had 2 hits here. Okay, we go to the top of the fourth inning. Tim Wallach, followed by Thomas and Doug Flynn. And the pitch. That's going to be a 2-6. 2-6 from the right side, and that's going to be a swing and a miss. And he strikes out for the second time. And that is Mike Scott's second strikeout. 1 down. And Daryl Thomas, 1 out. He doubled and scored his last time up. And here comes the, let me see. Number 4, yeah. Okay, here comes the pitch. And that's a 6-7. 6-7, left side, right? 6-7, left side. It's going to be split on a 14 on a double. That's a 19. It's going to be a base hit. That's going to be a 1-out single for Thomas. He is 2 for 2. And he's not a great base stealer, so he will not be held on. So running on first. Scott goes to the stretch. Doug Flynn steps to the plate. He singled on a range play his last time up. And he knocked in an RBI. So 1 out. Scott from the stretch gets assigned by Bailey. Thomas takes a nice lead. They're playing straight off of him. Here comes the Havoc. Nothing doing. And now the pitch. And that's going to be a 4-9. Right side, a 4-9 is lifted to right field. Terry Poole going towards the corner, and he's going to make the catch for the second out. 2 away. Here comes Palmer with 2 down. He's a 6-inning card. He hit a diamond shot the last time up, but no prevail. So let's see what he can do now. That's a foul tip. That's the Havoc. And we have a pass ball on an 8 on Bailey. 1-8 is going to be a pass ball. And that is, what is that? A 6 or a 9? That's a 6. So we're going to have a pass ball roll here. And Thomas is going to march down to second on the pass ball. All right, so I got to make a couple of adjustments here. We got a pass ball. All right, and now we got to set it back up. And we're good to go. So runner on second base with 2 outs. Thomas is going to take his lead, and Palmer at the plate. Scott looks in from the stretch, looks at second, checking Thomas. Here comes the Havoc. And that's another 2. And that's going to be a balk, and that's a 4 on Mike. 4 on a balk. And a 14, no balk. So now we'll go with the pitch. And here comes the pitch. That's going to be a 1-6. And that's going to be a ground ball to second base. You got to mark it there. 1-6, ground ball to second, played by Durham. goes to first base, and the inning is over. So now to take care of Montreal here in the fourth inning. No runs on one hit. One man left on. And we play 3.5 here in the Astrodome. It is Montreal 2 and the Astros nothing. That's 6 hits by Mike Scott. He Good night, Frank. Take care. All right, Mumphrey, the switch hitter. And Mumphrey's 1 for 1. He stole his last time up. Here comes the pitch. 2-9. 2-9 from the right side. That's a swing and a miss. He strikes out, so that is 1 down. And I believe that's Palmer's first strikeout. 1 away. Enos Cabell, stand in. Cabell is 0 for 1, grounded out his first time up. Palmer, pitch, 111. 111 from the right side is popped up in the infield over towards the first base in foul territory. Pete Rose taps the glove, and he makes the catch. 2 away. 2 quick outs. Two away, and here comes Terry Poole. Terry Poole is 0 for 1. He popped up to the catcher his first time up on a range play. And that's going to be a 6-3. 6-3, left side, and that's going to be a range play. 6-3 to the pitcher, and that's going to be Palmer, 114. Second time around for him. It's an 8 for a G2. And that's going to be a 10, and he's going to glove it, and he throws to first base, and that'll do it for the Astros here in the fourth inning. All right, so we played 4, Montreal 2, Astros nothing. Tim Raines. Started off for Montreal. 2-7. 2-7, and that is a solid base hit for Tim Raines to start it off for Montreal. So Raines with a second hit. 2-7, that would have been a reversal if it called for it. All right, so Raines is on. Just going to see if he can get the jump on the 19. The 19 knocks him down to a 17 and back up to an 18. So he needs a 3 through 6 to get the jump. And he's not going to get the jump. He's going to be, let me see, it's going to be picked off. And we go to the back number on a 15. Back number on a 15 is, and he's picked off. So that'll take care of Raines. Try to argue that he got back safely, but he didn't. So it's a PK. And there's 1 away. Shucks. They gotta. They gotta do what? They gotta go manual. Hold on a second. They gotta take care of that. And I gotta look for a pickoff. Yep. Raines at first. Okay. So what I'm gonna do here The pickoff 1, 2, 3 from Scott to Cabell, or 4, 5, 6 Bailey to Cabell. Let's see what happens. And it's going to be a 2-3 put out. All right, so range is out. Field catcher to first. And we got the pickoff. All right, so with 1 out now, and it's going to be Pete Rose, switch hitter. It goes 1-9. 1-9, ground ball to short, picked up by Reynolds. He goes across, 2 away. 2 down. Andre Dawson will stand in, singled his last time up, 1 for 2 in the game, batting from the right side. Scott looks in, and he goes 1-8. 1-8 popped up into the infield. Reynolds on the edge of the outfield grass or carpet, whatever you want to call it, and he's going to make the catch for the out. So that'll take care of Montreal here in the 5th inning. Okay, we played, we're halfway through. It is Montreal 2 and the Astros nothing. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. Mike Scott taking his, Palmer taking his warm-ups. It's going to be Bailey, Scott, and Durham here in the 5th inning. 2-0 Montreal. Here comes a pitch. And that's going to be a 1-9. 1-9 on the right side. That's a swing and a miss by Bailey. He strikes out. Second strikeout for Palmer. Scott. 2-9. 2-9. It's a ground ball to first base. Rose is going to field it himself, and he'll take it to the bag. Unassisted 3. 2 away. And Bill Durham. Bill Durham. Son of a gun. Son of a gun. Yeah, I see it, but I'm not going to dig it out now. This is going to be a re-roll. Re-roll. Looking for another dice. Found it. All right. Bad thing about this tower, it has a baffle right on the top, so it has felt, and it pops right out. Durham. 6-4. Left side. It's a range play to third base. Durham. Range play to third. That's going to be Wallach. He is a 322. And that's a 14 for a G2 and a 9. And he's going to field it cleanly. He throws across the diamond to Rose. And that'll do it. 5-3 put out. It's a 1-2-3 inning. We played 5 here in the Astrodome. It is the Astros nothing, Montreal 2. And we will go to the 6th inning. With Gary Carter leading it off, followed by Stenhouse and Wallach here in the top of the 6th inning. And that's going to be a 5-7. 5-7 from the right side. It's going to be a split on a 1-2. That is a 9, and that's going to be lined out to second base. 1 away. Stenhouse. 9, I said, right? Stenhouse gets 2-5. 2-5 from the right side. It's going to be a walk. It's a 1-out walk. And that is Mike Scott's second walk of the night. Stanhouse can't run. Can't steal the base. Not a great base stealer. So Wallach, batting from the right side, struck out twice here tonight. Havoc. Nothing doing. Pitch. 1-7. 1-7. That's going to be a split. 1-7 split on a 1-9. That's a 7. That's going to find the hole and into center field for a base hit. So that leaves first and second for the Canadians. Let me see. Number 6. First and second. And the Montreal threatening now. What do they say? Montreal threatening first and second with 1 out, Scott, and the bullpen is on to get active in the Houston Astro bullpen. Darryl Thomas, 2 for 2 in the game. Here comes the Havoc. That's nothing doing. Here comes the pitch. 3-12. Right side, high fly ball to center field. Mumphrey moving back towards his left, and he's going to grab it for the out. And that is the second out. Doug Flynn. First and second with 2 outs now. Can Houston punch in a run here? See what happens. Montreal punching a run. They are threatening. Here comes a Havoc. And we do have a Havoc on a wild pitch for Mike Scott on a 2. And that's going to be a wild pitch. So both runners will move up a base. And that sets up big trouble now. Okay, so I need to go here, there, and everywhere. Wild pitch. Both runners moved up. And we will move. All right, second and third, 2 outs. Doug Flynn is the batter. Here comes the Havoc. Nothing doing. Close enough, though. Flynn needs a base hit to knock in 2 to expand Montreal's lead. Here comes the pitch. And that's going to be a 3-6. 3-6 from the right side. It's going to be chopped down to third base. Walling gloves it towards his left. He fires to first. And that'll take care of the inning. So Montreal comes away with nothing with runners on second and third. A walk, a single. And we played 5.5 here at the Astrodome. It is Montreal 2 and the Astros nothing. Bottom of the 6th, we go. Reynolds is going to be the leadoff batter for the Houston Astros, batting from the left side. He's 0 for 2 in the game. 6-5. Left side, 6-5, and that's a high fly ball to center. Raines tapping his glove, and he gloves it for the out. 1 away. 1 down, Danny Walling. Walling is 1 for 2, rather. 6-10. Left side on the 6-10 is fly ball to left field. Stenhouse is right there to glove it for the out. 2 away, 2 fly ball outs for the Astros. Here comes Jose Cruz. He's 0 for 2, flew out to left field his last time up. And that's a 6-7. Left side, 6-7, and in between a whole lot. That's a called strike 3, and Palmer gets his third strikeout of the game. It's a 1-2-3 inning, and that is what now? That's 9, 10. Oh, that is 12 in a row sat down by a 5-inning pitcher. And we played 6. It is Montreal 2, and the Houston Astros nothing. We'll go to the 7th. So the Astros are not hitting. And Scott finishing up his warm-ups. Palmer 0 for 2. And he goes 3-8, and that's a swing and a miss, and he strikes out. So I believe that's strikeout number 3 for Mike Scott. 3-8. 1 down. Tim Raines, 2 for 3 in the game. Singled his last time up and was picked off at first base. Uh, 2-7. 2-7. And that's going to be a base hit into center field for Raines. That's his third hit of the night. 1 down and 1 on. That's Mike Scott. He's at the borderline. So let me see what gives here. Mike Scott, Houston, rootin' tootin' Houston. I got family in Houston. I'm looking for today's date. 1 month too high. And 1, 2, 3, Saturday night. Let's see. All right, I got Solano and Vern Rule warming up in the Montreal's bullpen as we speak. And let's see. 1 out with Raines on. And Raines is going to see if he can get the jump again here. Mike Scott looks in from the stretch. Tosses over to first base. Raines back. Scott gets set. Rose at the plate. And it's a 7. And he does not get the jump. No jump for Tim Raines. Just want to make sure I got that right. And I do. All right, Petey Rose. Petey Rose. That doesn't count. Here comes the Havoc. Nothing doing on the Havoc. Here comes the pitch. 2-6. 2-6 from the right side. Split on a 1-4. That's a 17. That's a ground ball to third base. Fielded by Walling. He throws to second for 1. Not in time to get Rose and a double play. So Raines is out. 5-3. No, 5-4. What am I looking at here? That's a 17. All right, so we got 2 down now. And Petey on first base. With Andre Dawson coming up to the plate with 2 outs. Pete's going to stay right where he is, and he's being held. Dawson 1 for 3. Popped out his last time up. Havoc. Nothing doing. Here comes the pitch. Hanger. And that's going to be a 5-8. 5-8 from the right side, and that's going to be a range play. Let's see if this keeps alive. Durham was he holding? Yes, he is. He's a holding. He moves up in range on a 3, 1-4 off the 20. And that is going to be a 9 for a G3, and that's a 7. He's going to field it, and he goes to first base for the putout. And that'll take care of the Expos here in the 7th inning. No runs on 1 hit. They leave 1, and we are at the 7th inning stretch. We're at the 7th inning stretch here at the Astrodome, and the Montreal Expos are still holding on to a 2-0 lead. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th. Montreal got a hit in every inning. Now I'm going to need to take a drink. Open up my can of seltzer. All right, so we get ready for the bottom of the 7th inning. The Houston Astros. Dave Palmer, he's gotten 12 out in a row, so let's see if he can continue that. And Jerry Mumphrey goes 6-9. On the left side, 6-9 is a split on a 1 on a triple, and that's a 1, and that's going to find the gap. And Raines and Dawson are not going to get it. Mumphrey with good speed, round second. He's headed for third. Here comes the cutoff from Thomas. The throw is not in time, and he goes sliding in with a triple. A leadoff triple from Mumphrey here in the bottom of the 7th inning for the Astros. Now they got something cooking. And let's see what happens. That is a 1. All right, so Cabell is batting from the right side. He is 0 for 2 in this game. He popped up to third his last time up. Here comes the Havoc. 16, nothing doing on that. Here comes the pitch. And that's a 2-9. 2-9 on the right side. Oh, my God. In between a whole lot. Ground ball to third base. Wallach fields it. He looks at Mumphrey's at third. He fires to first and nails him. 5-3. In between a whole lot. And that was a single to right and a single to center. Both reversals, so there wasn't 2 outs, so that would have been outs regardless. And here comes Terry Poole with 1 away. Poole is 0 for 2. Palmer from the stretch looks at Mumphrey at third. Here comes the Havoc. And nothing doing on the Havoc. Here comes the pitch. And that's going to be a 3-3. 3-3 on the right side, and that's going to be a diamond shot for Terry Poole. And we're not too big on the diamond shots today, not unless that's a 1, that's a 7, that's a deep fly ball. Where he hit it to right field. Dawson going back at the wall, and he's going to reach up and make the catch. Mumphrey's going to tag up, and that's going to be a sack. A flies to right field, and an RBI for Terry Poole, and Houston gets their first run of the game. He's the right fielder. That's all right. So with that, now it's a 2-1 game. And let's see. Here comes Bailey. Bailey is 1 for 2. Batting from the left side. And that's going to be a 1-5. 1-5 from the right side. That's a swing and a miss, and he strikes out for the second time. Palmer picks up strikeout number 4. And that'll do it. So the Houston Astros scratch out a run on a leadoff triple by Mumphrey and a sac fly, deep fly ball diamond shot by Terry Poole to get the RBI, and they get a run. Nobody left on. So we played 7 here at the Astrodome. It's Montreal 2. The Astros 1. We'll go to the 8th inning. In the 2-1 contest here at the 1984 Community Replay Project, Montreal comes 2 games out, 52-42. And the Astros 2 games out. And these are important games for both clubs. So we got Carter leading it off. Carter, Stenhouse, and Wallach here in the top of the 8th. Carter's pitch is a 5-8. 5-8 from the right side. Range play to second base. So the second baseman is Dorman is a 2. And that's a 7 for a G2. Looking for errors. 7-8. No error. Durham fields it. Throws to first base. And there's one away. One away. Mike Stenhouse will stand in. Walked his last time up. He's 0 for 2. That's a 3-6. 3-6 from the right side. Ground ball to the right side. Durham again. Fields it. Throws to first. 2 away. Tim Wallach. He is 1 for 3. Singled his last time up. 6-7. This is a nice inning for Mike. Oh, no, that's not. It's going to be 6-7 for right side, and that's going to be a base hit into left field. And he's going to lead it off. My rule, 10 hits, you're out. And with him being at the plate next inning, I'm not going to do that right now. So he's going to stay in with 2 outs. Wallach on first. They're not holding him. They're not going to hold him. Here comes Darryl Thomas, 2 for 3 in the game. Flew out to center his last time up. Here comes the havoc roll. Nothing doing on the 16. Here comes the pitch. And that's going to be a 6-7. Left side, 6-7. And that's no good. It's going to be a split on a 14 for a double. That's a 3, and it's going to find the gap. Rounding second is Tim Wallach. Are they going to send him home? And no, they're going to hold him up. And that's a 2-out double, second and third now. And now I have no choice but to take him out. What number? 7. So I'll tell you, Thomas having a good day. 3 for 4, second and third. And we're going to have a pitching change. Just call it to the bullpen. We got a break. We're in the 8th inning. Montreal leads it 2-1. All right, so let's see what we're going to do here. It's Houston. So who we got with? What did I say? Vernon, Rule, Solano. Who made the last out? We're going to need a double switch, and that's what I didn't want to do. Who we're going to lose here? Who made the last out? Barely. So, all right. No, we can go with that. All right. So, we're going to have Scott replaced, relief pitcher. And who can we go and bring in? Oh, Alan Ashby. Ashby's going to be the catcher. So, All right, so running rules coming in. Wait, let me make that decision. Julio Solano will come in for Scott Solano. I gotta get his stats for Houston. Solano, he's at 312. And he has 3-0-0, 3-0-0. And Solano is going into the 8th spot. Relief pitcher, 8. And he has 1 hit on the season. Okay, he'll be batting 8th. And batting 9th is going to be Ashby. Ashby, catcher. Ashby is 314 on the season. And there's your double switch. So Solano comes in, and I need to get bringing in 2 guys. So Ashby is coming here, and Solano is batting 9th. Actually 8th. Wait a minute, did I do that right? Shucks. Who made last out? Oh, he made last out, right? Okay, he goes back there. Okay, we're good. All right, so we're gonna. Solano's gonna try to save this game for the Houston Astros as they trailing by 1 here in the 8th inning. We're now with 2nd and 3rd, and Doug Flynn at the plate with 2 outs. And Solano, let me see, that's a pretty good card, 195. And he had no saves for them. How many innings did he pitch? 51. 51 innings for them. And Solano, 20 games, 26 innings pitched. All right, so he can give me 3. I don't think I need 3. It was late in the game. Okay, so Flynn stands in. He is 1 for 3. Grounded out his last time up, 2nd and 3rd. Julio Solano from the stretch and gets assigned by Ashby now. And here comes the Havoc. Nothing doing. Here comes the pitch. And that's going to be a 4-8. If I can find it. 4-8 righty. 4-8. It's a ground ball to. Ah, damn it. My bad. I didn't switch them out. I didn't do anything. All right. So we got to undo that. And I got to replace the home team rosters. Solano comes in. And he's going to be batting 8th. Ashby is going to be batting ninth. And he's going to be the catcher. And we're going to make sure everything is right here. And now we're good. Okay. Now, what was the roll? 4-8. 4-8 with the new guy. And that's going to be chopped down to third base. Walling gloves it. He fires across the diamond, and that'll do it. So Montreal leaves 2 in scoring position, and they come away with nothing on 2 hits. They leave 2 men. They leave 2 men on. We played 7.5 here at the Astrodome. It's Montreal 2, Houston 1. We will go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Scott is done. All right, so Palmer could go 7. I'm going to assume he's tired. In 1984, there's no one gets tired. So Alan Ashby is going to lead it off. He's the 9th bat. He comes in for Bailey for defensive replacement. I'm going to need something to drink here. For defensive replacement, and he's a switch hitter. Batting .314 in the project. Top of the 8th. Palmer looks in, gets the sign. Fungal. And it's a 3-4. 3-4 on the right side. It's popped up behind the plate. And Carter is going back near the on deck circle, and he's going to make the catch for the out. So catcher to catcher. 1 away. All right, Bill Dorham 0 for 3, right-hander. Palmer looks in. And that's going to be 4-3. Left side. 4-3 is going to be ballpark. Ballpark's 9s tonight. That's a 6, and that's going to find it for a base hit. Second hit for Durham. That is a 1-out single. Let's see how Houston's going to play it. He's at 15 with his everybody stays the same. He's at 15. -2 drops him to 13. Carter is a -2 to 11, and then a +3, 1 to 14. We're gonna try it. See if he got the jump. 2 through 7, 11, and the 12. And that is a 9, so he does not get the jump. Second time for Bill Dorham in this game. Does not get the jump. And Craig Reynolds from the left side, he's 0 for 3. He is 0 for 3, and we need the Havoc. Havoc time, 15, nothing doing, the pitch. And that goes down as a 2-6. 2-6, right side, and that's going to be a line out to shortstop. Nice play by Thomas. Thomas is having a play of the game day, that's for sure. That's a line out to short. That is 2 away. And there comes Danny Walling. Walling is 1 for 3 in the game. Flew out to left field his last time up. Dorham takes the lead. Palmer looks in, checks him. Havoc. Nothing doing on a 3. Here comes the pitch. That's going to be a 4-7. Left side, 4-7. That's ball 4. So he walks him. So things are getting very, very sticky now. First and second. Dorham will march up to second base on number 3. And this is the guy you don't want in this situation. Jose Cruz is going to step to the plate. He's 0 for 3 on the night, first and second. And let's see what the manager's thinking here. Righty on lefty. Let's see. Let me check something. And James, let's see. He's a righty. Bad. Let's see. I'm going to throw a lefty at him. Cruz. How's Palmer doing? I mean, he handled him 3 times already tonight, but I have a feeling this is not good. Look at Lucas. And he's coming in. So we're going to have a lefty on lefty matchup. These are the pitchers that did come into the game during this night. And we're going to have a changing pitches. This called to the bullpen. And we're going to have a little bit of a break. Lucas, Palmer. Wait a minute, is Palmer up next? We got the same damn situation. Hold on a second. All right, so if they bring in Lucas. All right, Lucas coming in, so who made the list? Doug Flynn. So we're going to do the same thing. So Flynn is going to come out. Let me see who I can put at second base, though. Montreal. Brian Little. All right, so Brian Little is going to play second base. So Flynn is out for defensive replacement. And Lucas. Lead pitcher. Going to bat 8. He's batting 500 on the year. I don't think they're going to get at bats in this game. And batting 9th. Lucas for Palmer. And Brian Little is coming into the game. Second base. Brian Little. Batting 269. On the season. So that's where we're going to go. So Brian is going to come into the game, taking a few ground ball practices. And Palmer is now out. New pitcher. All right, so we're set up here, lefty on lefty situation. Let's see how Jose Cruz, he gets 37% of the time. Let me see, did I make that? I didn't make that move. So Lucas goes there, and he is the pitcher, batting 8th, and Little coming in, and he's going to second base. And we're good to go. All right, so Jose Cruz, lefty on lefty situation. With first and second now. Oh, I didn't flip it. What are you doing? I didn't even write him in. Damn it. Lucas, left-hander. What's he coming in at? Gary Lucas in the replay, 675. Unbelievable. What a 1-something ERA. He goes 2-4-1 in the replay. And he's going to be batting here. Pitching here. 675 in the replay. I need a drink. All right, so here we go. We got first and second with 2 outs. Lucas looks in from the stretch. We have Durham being held at second base, so that's going to be Reynolds, the shortstop. Excuse me, not Reynolds, the shortstop. Oh, I'm going to flip it. It's going to be Thomas, the shortstop, and he goes from a 4 to a 5. So let's see how this pans out. Cruz swinging the bat from the left side. Here comes the havoc roll from Lucas, and his havoc is a 5 and an 8. I hope so, Tiger Bob. I hope so. Nothing doing on the havoc. Here comes Cruz, his pitch. Gary Lucas from the stretch. Here it comes. And that's going to be a 5-5 from the left side, and that's going to find the left field line, and it's going to roll to the corner for a double. You hit it right on the head. Tiger Bob, you hit it right on the head. 5-5. Walling's at 13, and Stanhouse is nothing. And the third base coach, let's say 13. Fielder's arm is nothing. With 2 outs, it's going to get a +2. And being held on is a -1, 1 to 14. The third base coach is waving him around. 1 to 14. Here comes the throw from Stanhouse from the left field corner. And it is offline. It is a 6. And the Astros pick up 2 runs here in the 8th inning. Yep, throw for the lead runner. And Jose Cruz, yep, send the trail runner. Yep, I did. And it is a 9. And both runs score on a double by Cruz. So the matchup was there. Premium matchup. Don't know about the pitcher, but he did come in the season at 2.72 with 8 saves, 53 runs, 53 innings pitched. And he was 0-3 on the season. So, oh man, that hurts. And Cruz will go into third on the throw. All right, TH there. Walling comes all the way around from first base. Number 7. And now it's 3-2, the Astros. With Cruz on third base, infield staying back with 2 outs, of course. And here comes Jerry Mumphrey. Mumphrey is 2 for 3 in the game. He tripled and scored the last time up. 3-2 Astros. Montreal cannot believe it, but Houston could steal a game right here. That's a 12, nothing doing. Mumphrey 2 for 3 with a triple. Here comes the pitch. And that goes down as a 4-6. Make it a 4-7. 4-7 from the left side, and that's going to be ball 4. And that sets up first and second. So let me put the dog bone there. So that's first and second now. And this kid, Lucas, is having his problems. Even this Cabell is 0 for 3. He hit a ground ball in between a whole lot. What happened here now? I got a ball 4. So that means, what does that mean? I got a 4-7. Did I read it wrong? Tiger Bob, did I read it wrong? I shook the dice, so I see 4-7, 4-7. Jerry Mumphrey. Oh yeah, right hand side. Yeah, right. Read it wrong. He's a right. He's a left-handed pitcher. My bad. My bad. This is going to drive in a run. 1-17. I think it was a 15. Where's Frankie when I need him? I figured he would look on the replay, but anybody see the 20 die on the 4-7? I shook him, so I don't know if I moved him. All right, so I did touch the dice, so I'm going to roll for the 20 now to see what he gets. On a split chance, on the right side, on the 17. So here we go. And it's a 9. So it is a base hit, and that's going to drive in the 4th run for the Astros. Cabell, Mumphrey, my bad. Mumphrey's going to single. Thank God for whiteout, huh? So that switches to a single and not a walk. On a split on a 17, RBI. Mumphrey picks up his first RBI, and that is starting to turn out bad for Montreal. So now Cabell comes up with Mumphrey on first base. He's going to be held. Cabell waiting for his pitch. Here comes the Havoc. And that's a 7. Nothing doing on the Havoc. Here comes the pitch. And that's a 2-3 left side. That's going to be ballpark. 1-9. That's a 13. So 2-3 lefty. 2-3. It's going to be lifted to left field. And Stanhouse is there, and he's going to glove it for the out, but not before a 3-run burst by Houston. Here in the bottom of the 8th inning, on 1, 2, 3 hits, there were no errors, and 1 man left on. So at the end of 8, it is Montreal 2 and the Houston Astros 4. We're going to go to the 9th. Soriano. All right, so Palmer is done. All right, I didn't do the line scores on them. Should have did the line scores. Hold on a second. Palmer's done. Julio Solano is going to stay in. So let me just get the line scores here. All right, so Palmer goes 7 2/3. He gave up 11 hits. 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, and 2 runs, 2 earned runs. That takes care of Scott. Palmer goes 7 2/3 as well. He only gave up 6 hits. He walked 1, struck out 4, and 3 of those runs are going to be credited to him, and they were earned. Lucas already gave up a run, but it's not going to count. So it's not going to count. It's going to go on his ERA, and we got those done. All right, so we go to the top of the 9th inning. It's Solano And it's going to be Brian Little who came in for defensive replacement. 3 runs on. I'll do the hits later. All right, so Brian Little, switch hitter. He's going to be batting from the left side. And Montreal now is down 4-2. Solano looks in, gets the sign. He goes 1-6. 1-6 from the righty, and it's going to be, yes, in between a whole lot. Tap back to the mound. Fielded by Solano, and he throws him out. One away. One down. Here comes Tim Raines looking for 4 hits for tonight. He's 3 for 4. And Montreal could use a base runner. They're down by 2. Solano looks in, gets the sign. And here comes the pitch. And he goes 3-5 on him. 3-5 from the right side. Ground ball to the right side. Cabell picks it up. He flips to Solano. And that is out number 2. So Montreal's down to the last out, and Petey Rose will not give up. We all know that. Pete is 1 for 4 in the game. Pete needs to get on. Try to have some ninth inning drama. Here comes the pitch. And that's going to go down as a 2-9. 2-9 from the right side. It's a ground ball to the left side. Dorham fields it. He throws to first, and that'll do it. The Houston Astros come back late in the 8th and the 9th inning, and they take this game from Montreal of a score of 4-2. No runs. 2 and a 4. Tiger Bob hit it right on the head. It's going to be some drama, and definitely was as soon as he said it. Houston comes back with 3 runs in the bottom of the 8th inning. And we could say, Houston, we don't have a problem. All right, so that's going to do it for tonight's game. Let's do the box score. Excuse me. 4-2. 4-2. All right, so Lucas, he'll come in with a blown save. And Palmer take the loss. Oh, wow. First loss for Palmer. He's now 8-1. 8-1. And he got his first loss on my tabletop. Good night, Tiger Bob. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. The date is 2/7/26. Lucas with the blown save. He goes an inning in the third. Excuse me, a third of an inning. My bad. Third of an inning, 2 hits. Oh, sure they do. They know. Sounds like a military plane up above. We got a Fort Dix, not too far, around 40 minutes away. But their planes fly right over my house. Lucas gives up a run, an earned run for a blown save. Switching on the other side, Mike Scott does not get the win. He gets a no decision. And Solano will get his win. Actually, he must be a good luck piece, because now he's 4-0. He gets the win. Solano 4-0 on 2. 2-7-26. And Solano, there was one in the third. He gives up no hits, no walks, no strikeouts, no runs. He's clean right across the board. All right, for the Expos, no runs. 4-2, 11 on 8, and no errors. All right, guys, I want to thank you for being here. Appreciate Barbara, Frankie S., Kevin, Sports Time Machine. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. Give a like if you can. If you don't want to, that's okay. Final score here from the Astrodome in the 1984 community replay here on Saturday night at the ballpark. It was the Montreal Expos 2 and the Houston Astros 4. Until the next time, please be safe. Enjoy the Super Bowl tomorrow. And I'll see you the next time around. Thank you, guys.